What is good, YouTube? And today we have another Lost Sword video, and we're going to be talking about the new character that just came out, Summer Mary, and if she's actually worth pulling for, and if the pet that she also comes with is decent as well. Now, Summer Mary might look very enticing to pull for just based off of her design, but don't be fooled, she might not be as great as you think. She is a frost wizard, meaning she will counter fire, and she's a DPS character, and you're going to see basically all of her skills are going to revolve around just fighting fire monsters. Her ultimate does a lot of damage against fire monsters. It does double. She has a buff that will give her crit damage and crit chance. She also has another buff which gives her crit damage and also gives her more damage against on her ult, which is basically going to do more damage against fire characters. And she has this passive where she has ignore damage reduction, and when she kills stuff, the cooldown of her ult will go down. So basically her niche is to kill fire monsters, but currently from what I've heard and what I've seen from my guildies and friends and basically the entirety of the community that have pulled her, there's a lot of people, because of her design, that actually maxed her out and plan to use her against fire stages, but her damage multipliers are just very bad. People are saying that her damage is actually lower than Tiamat's. If you have a maxed out Summer Mary, she does less damage than Tiamat's against fire stages. The best way to look at her is, even though her kit is just fully to counter fire stages, she doesn't really excel in that by enough of a margin where you actually want to invest into her. So for that reason, I think you should definitely probably skip on her. I wouldn't be surprised if she gets like hotfix buffed, and in that case you might want to go for her. But right now, the way it is, like, you're just playing around your ultimate against bosses because you can't actually kill a lot of stuff to reset it. Your ult cooldown is super long, and a lot of the majority of her buffs that are good are only to herself, which is a pretty big detriment. Actually, all of the buffs that she has is for herself, which is very, very bad. And she seems like she should be like a hyper super carry against fire monsters, but in reality she really isn't. Her card also isn't the best because it's mostly going to be just for her, and because she is just not that great of a character in terms of damage. I would definitely say you don't really want to even pull for her. Now, of course, this can change if she gets buffed, but and like I mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised if she does, because she just feels pretty mediocre in terms of pulling for her. So what I recommend is just for now skipping on her and saving your gems. There's a lot other better characters you want to pull for. For example, Galahad, pretty much you want to try to max her out if you can, if you have crystals left. Even Kay is an extremely powerful PvP damage dealing knight who also has great design, so you might want to go for her as well. Now, in terms of her pet, so her pet is also going to be not that great. So it gives you attack and ignore damage reduction, which is a great stat spread. Not the best, but it's okay. But you're going to see the biggest thing is her skill, right? This is like with every pet. Basically, this is going to be an AoE buff, which will increase your damage against fire enemies. So, of course, yeah, this is going to synergize with her entire skill set. So, in theory, it should be very good. But because she isn't that great of a character, it's not going to be really one you want to prioritize. And also because of the fact that there's just so many good pets in the game, right? You have like Phoenix, which is a crit chance buff, which is way more universal. You have Etheria, which has this AoE fear, which is insane. You can even use something like Katrin, who's also very good with the crit damage buff, right? And there's like a ton of other good pets. Even Rand's pet is very good if you bring something that applies shock. Well, you can kind of see this pet isn't really going to be worth going for with your summons. Even though these two are like might be okay in fire stages, you have to realize for characters to be good in this game, you have to really max them out. So you're going to invest a lot into pulling for her and getting her dupes. So for that reason, I think it's an easy skip until you actually, not until you actually, but until the devs actually decide to buff her, which honestly they definitely should. The fact that she's like a fire killing specialist and doesn't even excel that much in it is just very, very weird to me. I think they should definitely change some of her multipliers to make her good. In that case, she might be worth it, but for now, I'm going to say it's an easy skip. You might as well use your summons on Galahad here. She is a way better investment, just a super OP character. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.